So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now some movement before the snap. And we're here from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. To throw is Cousins. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
On the tackle. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Packers.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rush.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Give to Cook out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carry.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Adrian Amos.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A give. This is Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd and 16. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Cousins took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver Thielen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Running for it. Here's Cook.
You gotta love it, baby.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again to Jones.
Rodgers with the hand.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And Adams has it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Rodgers now on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, 42 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy.
Now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.